All right, Coach, disappointing 4-2 loss to start the semester. Seemed like you guys came out of the gate pretty well first 5 minutes, and then it kind of went off the rails a little bit after that.
It's always difficult to get back on the horse after a break, and you hope that your group can work through some things. And ultimately, every coach will say, okay, when you play a hockey game, did you get to their game, or was it more, did you let them play their game, or were you able to get to your game? And I thought that is how Illinois State is going to beat us. The 2 games that they've beat us this year, sure, we've outshot them, but if you probably just do grade A chances, just metric those, probably pretty similar. And when they are going to play a style that, and Ed made some nice saves. He made some nice saves, but we just didn't play good enough tonight. We're 0 for 8 on the power play. They get a power play goal. So in the special teams department, they beat you there. Their goalie played phenomenal. So sometimes you got to tip the cap there. But as I just told the guys, when you don't play your game, you don't get to it enough, you let the hockey gods come into play. And that's when the posts happen. That's when goalies look really good. But why put yourself in that situation? And we didn't do enough to control our own destiny tonight. And hopefully we can learn from it. It seems like this group needs to learn things, not just a first, but a second, a third time to really hit it home. So hopefully we learn from it. And hopefully we come tomorrow and play a much better style of hockey, one that's has shown effectiveness. So get back here tomorrow and try to win a hockey game at 5:15.
It seemed like there were some turnovers in the defensive zone, the neutral zone, some missed passes. How do you clean that up heading into tomorrow night's game?
I think some of that is, and we talked about it before the game, like some of that is just going to happen since we haven't played for 3 or 4 weeks. You can only practice so much. You got to get into game situations to work through those things. And at the end, like that wasn't why we lost tonight, some of that stuff. I expect that to be cleaned up as we continue to work through some things. And I think when you're not controlling the game and you're letting them, in the first period, just a track meet back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then, the second period, we go on a power play and we get some decent looks, and then we start getting frustrated. You can see our guys, you can see the boiling is getting to a point, and then we make a decision where, like, we all know how much time's on the clock. You got to know the guy's coming out, but that's when that's when you start chasing the game. The frustration starts building, and then they go down and get a breakaway goal. Then it's 2-1, and then another bad play. Then it's 3-1, and then it's just this domino effect, and you can either keep chasing it, and that's when it gets worse, or you can stop it in its tracks and try to get to your game.
Smitty scores 5-on-3 goal. You have a couple minutes left in the game, and then you call a timeout. What are you telling your guys trying to get back into it?
Like, we had all the opportunities to work ourselves back in the game, and you play that game 10 times. I'm sure that we get Sammy hit 2 or 3 posts, and their goalie made a fantastic save on Brett, fantastic save. So like I don't know who ever told me, but like you only get one timeout in 60 minutes, and then you get one in overtime. Like, you can't take your timeout home with you, so might as well try to find a way to use it. So I thought Smitty and Sammy, they weren't perfect tonight, but I thought they were doing a lot of the right things. So I wanted to get them a rest, and that's ultimately what that was. Just trying to give our guys that were going just a deep breath to throw them back out there, and they went out there and they had a decent scoring chance, but not enough guys were going tonight. So we need more guys to show up with better efforts and better execution tomorrow.
It's a really physical game. You could see the tempers on both sides starting to flare. As a coach, is that something you want to see from your guys, or something that you'd rather keep under control?
One of our keys to the game was discipline, and we did not do that well tonight. And that goes back to the chasing the game, the frustrations, the boiling. When you're in control of the game, when you feel like you're playing your game, the gathering of the clans after the whistle, those don't happen as much. So that goes into playing their game.
Do you feel like they got under your skin a little bit?
I don't think it's that. Like we have a decent rivalry with them. Like, so we know all their guys. They know us. I think you play enough of these teams a lot. If it's Missouri State, if it's Illinois State, if it's Ohio, Liberty. I think it was more of our own, like just being really frustrated. And they know it. Like they know that we're chasing, and they're gonna maybe say a word or two, but that's all part of the game. It can't happen. It cannot happen. So, not ourselves tonight. We didn't get enough to the Maryville brand of hockey that we need to play to win hockey games, specifically in March.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep. Thank you.